So I'm starting some new segments where I can geek out because a lot of my friends don't read comic books or have gone to a comic book store. So I figured the best place to do that's the internet. So every week, along with thousands of other people, I go to the comic book store every Wednesday because that's New Comic Book Day. And I figured when I come back, I'll do hauls and show you what books that I got for the week. So let's go over this week's. I'm also going to do a comic book collection where I show you all of my comic books, and there's a lot right now. I lost a lot of them when I moved a couple of times, so I have to rebuy some shit like Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, which is one of my favorite graphic novels ever. Um, so let's just get into it. Mainly right now, I'm into the Rebirth. Thank you, Jeff Johns. So I've been, collecting the Rebirth. They're bi-weekly. They've been coming out um, slowly but surely. The series has started out with the Green Lantern Corps. There's two different Green Lantern issues. There's Batman, Batgirl, Birds of Prey. Harley has a new one. But I think it's just a continuation on. I mean, it says that it's new, but it's kind of confusing. There's Superman, probably Justice League, everything pretty much. Aquaman, Suicide Squad, that came out this month, last month, August. So every time I go to this one comic book store. It's in my town. It's been open for 20 years. Every time I go in there, I'm the only person in there. It's really small. I can't even describe how small it is, but I love going in there and supporting, my local comic book store. Plus, I get to work there on Free Comic Book Day this Halloween as Harley, so that's going to be fun. So every Wednesday I go in there and I chat with the dude that owns it because I've known him since I was a kid, and I go and pick out my comics, or he'll have some aside for me. So this week, today is September 5th, so I got that, which is Sunday. So I got them this Wednesday. I don't have a calendar, so fuck off. I don't remember. So this week I mainly I got some Rebirths that I didn't have earlier. I always pick up a graphic novel, usually new Suicide Squad. I have volumes 1 and 2. I need volume 3. But I got some Rebirths I didn't have, and some Harley Quinns that he got in and held aside for me. He called me and asked me, he said, "Do you have these?" And I said, "No, I don't have any of Harley and her gang of Harleys." He's like, "Okay, I'll put them aside for you," and he's kept them. So he's so dope. He wasn't gonna put them out. So for the graphic novel I got this week, also, like, this store's awesome. If you buy a graphic novel, you get 10% off. If you buy 2, it's like 15, and then 3, it's 25. So you always get a good deal. I got the Harley Quinn's Greatest Hits. It's in the plastic cases. I bought a pack of 100 of them instead of buying them singly, and I tape them down too because I'm very particular on how I keep my comics. That could be a video, how to keep your comics nice. So this is super cool. She's obviously, and it says featuring Suicide Squad, so it's obviously the movie version looking of her with the makeup and the hair, even though it's different on the sides where it should be. And there's the Suicide Squad, and on the back, there's that Here's Harley cover after The Shining, and the old Harley versions. I believe Greatest Hits collects 8 of the lovesick lunatics' best stories from talented writers. Okay, Amanda Conner is the best Harley Quinn writer. She's been writing Harley's new stuff and the Little Black Book series. She's the best. I wanted to meet her at Comic-Con this year, but I couldn't go because I was sick. So I got this. This was only $9.99. I was really surprised, but anything Harley I'll buy. I bought out the store last time when I went there, the comic book store. I bought out all the Harleys, so finally I got some in. And then this is the second one. This is Harley's Little Black Book, issue number 4. Starring the DC Bombshells. There she is as the older version of herself from the comics, and then here she is from the Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad April Fool's issue, which I also have. And on these single issues, I always put a cardboard piece in the back, always, and tape it down. So I've been reading this one. I haven't finished it yet, but it's so good. Issue number 2 had Zatanna in it, and issue number 3 was the Green Lantern, and that was phenomenal. I love that one. So I got this one. Connor wrote this too. And in Bombshell, I love Bombshells. DC Bombshells is great. Definitely look at that one. Let me get the Harley ones out of the way. Okay, and then I got the Harley Rebirth number 1. This is such an amazing cover. There's always two different cover variants, and he let me pick, and I picked this one because it was cooler. It's very cool. I haven't read it yet. And then continuing with Harley Quinn's regular series, Harley Quinn number 30, and it says Harley Quinn on her because I have mostly all of this main series. And again, Connor wrote this. And then the last 2 Harleys is Harley and Her Gang of Harleys, issue number 4. And in this one, you can also see she has the Suicide Squad hair and makeup, but she's still sticking to her black and red outfits and the pink and blue hair, which doesn't make any sense to me, but you know, it's her prerogative. And then I also got Harley and Her Gang of Harleys, issue number 5. So now I have to get 1 through 3. And then after that, the last 3 that I finally got Batman Rebirth number 1, because when I went into the store the last time, I only got issue number 2. They didn't have Rebirth number 1. Finally got that. That was exciting. And I've got the Batgirl Birds of Prey issue number 1. I don't know if anyone else read Birds of Prey with the New 52 reboot, but that was such an amazing series. This is going to be good too. I can't wait to read this. And the last one, this kind of has Harley in it, but it's Injustice, Gods Among Us, year 5, issue number 11, where Harley's going at the Flash with her her mallet. I want one of those mallets. Oh, that's not the Flash. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Yes, so I was like, okay, whatever has Harley on it, I'll get it. Next time I go in there, I have to get Suicide Squad graphic novel, Volume 4, the new Suicide Squad, Volume 4, the Suicide Squad Rebirth, number 1, whatever other rebirths have come out, or are coming out next week. I have to get all those too. And at least the rebirths are only $2.99, so that's nice, and that they're bi-weekly and not every week. But I go to the comic book store every week anyway. There's always a Rick and Morty, there's always something that I enjoy, so let me know in the comments, what is your favorite comic series and who's your favorite comic book writer? So for me, my favorite comic series is obviously Harley Quinn, but specifically Harley's Little Black Book is so amazing. I really like those ones the best, but anything with Harley Quinn in it and New Suicide Squad. And my favorite character is obviously Harley Quinn. I mean, come on. That's a given. She's always been my favorite, and we will talk more about Harley Quinn in another video, so I hope you enjoyed that. That was, I guess we'll call this segment comic time. I don't know. If you have any questions about comics, either leave them in the comments, because I will be more than happy to go into a rant on different types of comic book things that people are either confused about or need help explaining about it, because I went and saw Suicide Squad with 3 people that don't know anything about it, and I had to explain so much shit. So if you have any questions, just let me know and I will be happy to answer it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in, I'll call it Comic Corner. Yeah, Comic Corner. See you in Comic Corner, guys. Alright, bye guys. Thanks.